You know what really annoys me? Why does Yachiru have wheels on her sword, but she doesn't use the wheels? She just walks around with the sword. Are we serious? Anyways, welcome back to another Soul Resonance video. In this one I'm going to talk about NELLIEL. She's releasing in like a day and a half from now, and we're all very excited for it, so I kind of want to talk about what she does, and I want to talk about whether you should summon for her. Um, and I just want to like give an answer straight off the bat, right? NELLIEL is gonna be amazing for ailment damage units, okay? So she's gonna be amazing for Gin and for Kenpachi, okay? So short answer is if you have one of these or both of them, you should summon for NELLIEL because she's tactical, which means for Gin she will replace Kaname. For Kenpachi she will replace Byakuya, which, you know, thank the gods. But also, I've seen someone ask if they should summon for Gin right now, right? So if you're a returning player or a new player, if you have the Jades, I would say go for Gin and for NELLIEL, right? If you have the Jades. Because NELLIEL is going to be amazing for the yellow team, right? Which, you know, its main pillar is Gin. So for like Tower or Frenzy Feast, that is like yellow exclusive, I would say yes, go for both of them if you don't have Gin yet and you have the Jades to do so. Because Nal is just going to make him so much better, right? So let's get into her kit real quick. Some of the text might not be on the screen for you guys. Let me see. There we go. Okay. So let's get into it. So her basic attack, Rational Blade. She swings her sword, dealing 5 hits for a total equal to 223% of attack and triggering 1 instance of Verde Rush, while generating spiritual pressure and battlefield energy. Okay. Landing the 5th hit grants 1 point of battle will and 1 point of friendship. Sub-skill, and she has a lot of skills. At max spiritual pressure, performs another basic attack after the final hit of a basic attack. Okay. Cool. Now this is where it gets interesting. In this final attack, right, NELLIEL leaps above the enemy and cleaves downward, dealing damage, and triggering 1 instance of Verde Rush. She also gains 1 point of battle will and 1 point of friendship, and restores HP to all teammates equal to 20% plus 400 of her own attack. She heals. She actually heals. We now have an SSR that does some healing. And she's not even a support, she's tactic. So that's really nice in my opinion. People aren't talking about that enough. I think that's really cool. While NELLIEL's battlefield skill is active, switching in a teammate within 8 seconds after the final hit will automatically trigger that teammate's counterattack. Which, once again, is very nice for Gin and Kenpachi, because they both have a special counterattack, you could say, right? The damage and spiritual pressure reduction rate of this counterattack are reduced by 50%. Very nice. Her technique. NELLIEL slashes the enemy twice before delivering a powerful kick, dealing damage equal to a nice chunk of attack and triggering 1 instance of Verde Rush, while generating spiritual pressure and battlefield skill energy. Upon release, she gains 2 points of battle will and 2 points of friendship. So her technique gives 2 points of those two, where, you know, so far it was 1 point every time. So that's nice, okay? NELLIEL ascends her Zanpakuto, this is her ultimate, and releases the power sealed within her resurrection. Charging the target, dealing 831%, 1 instance of Verde Rush. During the resurrection, all of NELLIEL's attacks are enhanced, and she gains Iron Body and a shield equal to 40% plus 800 of her attack. While in Resurrection, the battlefield skills, combo attacks cannot be triggered, and the battlefield skill, I can't read that, cannot be actively released. So it's a bit like Kenpachi's Awakening, I think, but she gains a shield. So she can heal others, and she gets a shield for herself with her ultimate. So she really is going to be like more on field than, let's say, Kaname. It's more like Aizen, right? Battlefield skill for my friend. While NELLIEL's battlefield skill is active, all characters in the team gain a 60% increased ailment mastery. That's a lot. That is a lot. NELLIEL's battlefield skill consumes two types of energy. The battlefield skill energy and friendship. Corresponding to combo attacks and Zero's Syncretio, both types of energy are generated through NELLIEL's attacks, have a 0.2 second cooldown. Okay. Then her sub-skill 1. When another teammate's attacks hit an enemy, 10 battlefield skill energy is automatically consumed to trigger NELLIEL's combo attack, dealing damage equal to 60% of her attack and applying 10 Verde Rush points. If the target takes another instance of ailment damage within 2 seconds, combo attack is triggered once more without consuming battlefield skill energy. This effect has a 2-second cooldown. Each combo attack triggered by consuming battlefield skill energy grants 1 point of friendship. Sub-skill 2 is reach 15 points of friendship. Okay. Her counter is she seizes an opening created by countering the enemy to slash them multiple times. 1 instance of Verde Rush, she generates spiritual pressure battlefield energy, yep, that's very normal. And directly chain into the 4th hit of her basic attack. Upon a successful counter, she gains 1 point of battle, will, and friendship. Okay. Now, you can read about her dodge right here, but I think that's pretty standard, right? But anyways, here we see the Verde Rush that we've been reading about, right? So what does Verde Rush actually do? Most of NELLIEL's attacks trigger Verde Rush, dealing ailment damage equal to 100% of attack and applying 1 stack of a Verde Rush mark. Each stack reduces the enemy's ailment resistance by 2.5% for 15 seconds, stacking up to 10 times. So essentially, this does ailment damage, right? And it makes it so enemies take 25% more ailment damage from Gin or Kenpachi, whoever you're running as DPS. Okay? Very big, actually. Very big. Then, direct damage of Verde Rush is increased by 30%. That's her passive boost 1. Passive boost 2. While the shield of her Resurrection exists, NELLIEL attack is increased by almost 19%. So she doesn't only get the shield, she gets increased damage as well. Pretty crazy. Crit rate increased, and in Resurrection, which is her ult. Let's see, what is different here? Verde Rush, tap and hold the basic attack. Oh, so that's pretty cool. Just like Kenpachi, you can hold the basic attack. Damn. Damn. Hurls her lands at the enemy, dealing 1,390% of attack. The battlefield skill energy is maxed out, so that's when she throws her lands when she's in her ultimate. Okay. Really cool stuff, right? Really cool stuff. Now, I want to take a look at the... oh, here are her dupes if you want to read what her dupes do. I myself won't, because I'm definitely not going to own more than just B0 NELLIEL, but if you are spending, then here you go. You can read what her dupes do. Now I want to read what the skills, the stamps do. Sorry. Alright. NELLIEL's weapon stamp, and I've already read these, okay? I've already read these, so I can tell you, you do need the weapon. You do need the weapon, okay? That goes for pretty much every character in this game, but you do definitely need it, okay? The number of directly triggered Verde Rush procs and the efficiency of applied Verde Rush points are increased by 50%. Okay? So basically, ailment damage stuff up 50% just like that, just by owning the weapon. Okay? For starters, right? For starters. Then, the maximum stacks of Verde Rush are increased to 20. More ailment damage. What? Okay, once again, more ailment damage. Damage dealt by all techniques and battlefield skills is increased by 50%. More damage overall. Okay? For a tactical unit, she's gonna do disgusting damage. I think more than Aizen. I really do. When the battlefield skill hits, it triggers an additional Verde Rush. The base damage of this Verde Rush equals 300% of NELLIEL's attack. 300% of NELLIEL's attack. For each different debuff previously triggered on the enemy, this damage is doubled up to a maximum of 8 times. This weapon is insane. This weapon is insane. You want to have her weapon stamp, okay? Her core stamp, also very nice, and thanks to the new system, much easier to get core stamps nowadays. Increases the direct damage of the ultimate by 30%, just like that, a flat 30% extra damage, okay, on the ultimate. And during the ultimate, every 1 point of battle will consumed increases the damage of the ultimate by 5%, stacking up to 9 times. That's 45% increase, okay? 45% increase, just with her core stamp. Increase ailment mastery by 20%. A lot more ailment damage, right? For Gin, Kenpachi, ailment units in the future, right? Enemies hit by the ultimate are inflicted with armor shatter for 30 seconds, reducing their thrust resistance by 15%. Okay? This is where the yellow teams come in real handy, so this is where having Gin comes in real handy. Okay? This is for yellow teams exclusively. 15% less resistance to thrust. Okay? Now I'm gonna leave you guys with this right here. You can see the Twitter handle on the bottom there. So go and thank this person. He always makes these graphs where he shows how long, how much of everything it's gonna take you to fully max out a new character. Here's the graph for NELLIEL if you want to know. And so yeah, short answer, just like I said in the beginning of the video, NELLIEL is definitely a must summon character. I think she is going to work very similarly to Aizen, but even better, right? But of course, Aizen is the GOAT of, like, you can run him on any team. NELLIEL is gonna be for ailment characters more so specifically, right? Which in the future, when we have more of them, is gonna be even more amazing. So, short answer, yes, you do want NELLIEL on your account. You do want her weapon and core stamps, definitely. And as a new or returning player, would you summon for NELLIEL right now? Or would you summon for Aizen? I think is a very big question, and I think you kind of have to make this out for yourself, depending on if you have Gin or Kenpachi or both of them, or if you don't even like care about either one of them. Maybe you just enjoy playing Ichigo, you know? I don't know. I don't know what your situation is, but NELLIEL is great for ailment, damage characters, Gin and Kenpachi, and Aizen is great for everyone in general, but a little less effective than NELLIEL for Gin and Kenpachi specifically. So you can make that out for yourself. I think she's gonna be amazing. She really is going to be amazing. If they keep this kit, of course. It's a day and a half. I think they'll keep this kit. I don't think they'll change it much. But yeah, it's gonna be amazing. Thank you guys for watching this video. I will see you in the next one. There is a very good possibility that the next video is just me summoning for her. I'm not sure. I'm also going to do a tier list once NELLIEL is out. So, you know, be subscribed for that, like the video, all that good stuff. And I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.